Hello everyone, it's Red's Cozy Games here, back with another video, and it's actually 20 to midnight here for me, and I just finished the last set of drafts. I just games. We just won the draft, and it got to the end, and I was checking out the packs, and I noticed that there are some packs in the store, some promo packs. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just hit the record button and we'll make a quick episode. I don't expect this episode to be a long one. In fact, I would expect this episode to be pretty sharpish. I'm just checking to see if we've got any actual packs in these objectives. It doesn't look like we have, so you know what, let's get into the draft packs here. It's a premium gold pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. As you can notice, I'm not whispering this time around. Just going to use my normal voice. As I said earlier, it's quite late in the day for me, and yeah, I just figured just get on for a quick one, and because of that I decided, you know what, just going to use my normal voice. Let's put wind up for sale. Put the rest, I believe that was Zappacosta. I don't know what his card's like these days. He used to have an okay card. And we have a Brazilian, Fernando, and I have noticed that the Brazilians actually are selling pretty well this FIFA. I don't know whether that's because of SBC solutions or people just prefer the Brazilian players. I know skill moves do seem to be quite important this FIFA. I noticed that just the normal left stick dribbling really isn't that strong this year, and to create space, I think skills are really important this year to be able to create that space, which is not good for me because to be quite honest, I'm not really a skiller when it comes to playing this game. But let's get into these promo packs. Lo Celso, who of course we packed earlier as well. Nothing else really to note in that pack. Let's get rid of all this. We've got a nice anchor, that's always nice to pack. We'll sell this because we know that those sell, and the celebrations tend to sell too. You know what, we'll even try and sell that Berlin. I probably could have discarded the wall chemistry put there, but it's fine. Let's get into the last jumbo pack here. Pepe, who I actually watched a video of, is it Harry Hesketh, or formerly known as #Harry. I watched his video and he uses Pepe as a super sub. I can see why. The stats do look pretty decent for him, even though he has had a bit of a downgrade when it comes to his pace. But he's a fairly well-rounded card in general for a winger. I wonder what other, does he have a decent secondary position? No, it's just mid right wing. It's interesting. I see Callahan has had a massive pace downgrade too. Let's get rid of some of these. That Toulouse kit's quite cool, isn't it? Look at that. I wonder if it sells. It does sell. But you know what? I think I'm going to keep that because I do like the way it looks. And this Iceland Tifo, it looks like it sells, so we'll put that up. Let's put it up for 600. And we'll put a buy out of 300. We might be able to tempt someone into picking that up. A towel looks like a decent right back in this game. And that, whoops, I have been using Johnson actually as a right midfielder. In my super cheap squad battles team. So and he's doing a job. I really can't complain about him at all. You can play up front too. Okay, so now we have two 25k packs. So let's buy these. We got a Kimmich in one of these earlier. I knew that wasn't a walkout, so we skipped it. Odriozola always was a go-to right back in the past games, wasn't he? Zakowski doesn't look too bad actually for a 76 rated card. Solanke, who I actually have just brought into my fantasy football team. I have thought about making fantasy football videos for the channel. I'm not the best player in the world. I finished in the top 100k last year, and I have had, I think, 2 top 25k finishes, but a lot of terrible ones in between too. So I do like some fantasy football, though. It adds a little bit extra to the Premier League games. I try to catch every single Premier League game that I can possibly watch. And having a fantasy football team does add a little bit extra to those games where this is Pulisic, yes. To those games where you don't necessarily have any interest in. So we got McTominay and Pulisic. I wonder. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. I wonder if Pulisic actually sells. So he seems to sell for about, I would imagine, about 2k. So we'll put him up because at this point in the game, we take those small wins, you know. So now, with that said, we're going to save the rest of those points for future promo packs, and we're going to do a quick draft because, quite frankly, I'm feeling like it. I'm really enjoying the new system, the new chemistry system, and I'm really enjoying it, I've got to say. I did quite like the narrow formation in the last draft we did. I would quite like to do the 4-2-2-2. I do really enjoy that formation, so let's give it a go. That's interesting. So we have cams and we have strikers and we have CDMs. So our options really are here either Nakata or Bruno Fernandes. Now Nakata does give us Serie A. So it's quite funny that they downgraded Nakata from an icon to a hero card. That's is he the only icon that's ever been downgraded like that? I don't know. Messages on a postcard to let me know. I'm not sure which to pick. I think I'm going to pick Nakata. It just gives us a bit more options, and there's a good chance. I mean, there's not a good chance, but there's a chance we get. There is a chance that we get Bruno Fernandes later on. Now, this is interesting. I've actually used Gomez in 2 drafts so far. So I'm for me, the choice is between Lewandowski and Govu, and I think I'm going to go with Govu because I haven't used that card just yet. And I would like to. So now we have League One and we have Serie A. So that's what we're working with. Dembele could be a pick. Inaki Williams is a much better card. Of course, every single year he comes out and he's just he really is the sweaty answer, isn't he? To everyone's dreams. He's always like super cheap and super fast. I'm gonna pick Dembele because it makes the most sense. I'm hoping that we don't have to start with him. Dempsey. This is turning into a real hero draft, isn't it? We're going to take Dempsey. Of course, the problem with Dempsey is that we're not really going to get any more help from him when it comes to chemistry. So there's some of these hero cards, the ones like the ones in the really what's the word I'm looking for? Like the offshoot leagues. They're good because they get full chem straight away, but they don't help anybody else in the team. I think we take Benacer here. Again, it's Algerian, right? Yeah, taking an Algerian really isn't gonna help us a great deal, but he is Serie A, so he does link with Nakata. And his card looks alright, actually. It looks like a decent card. The game is really trying to force at least Matic upon us. And after the last, we had the slowest draft in history in the last one. I'm really not wanting to be playing with a super slow one again, if I'm honest. Maybe we take Alan here. We don't have a single player here with any sort of links. We have, of course, other than Matic, but I just a 38 pace CDM is not going to help us, is it? So maybe we just take Alan because he's got the biggest potential when it comes to links in the future. Lema is by far the best pick here, but I don't think that he's going to be able to start for us in any shape. I think that Alan has the chance to start. So we're gonna go with that. At the minute, obviously, it doesn't help, but so let's move to the centre backs. A Serbi maybe. It's not good. It's not good at all, but it does seem to make sense. These two, yeah, let's go with a Serbi. I've been offered Okbona so many times in the last two drafts. Araujo really looks like a fantastic centre-back card. We've been offered so many Bundesliga players actually now that we could have probably gone and used Lema and probably gotten away with it, but unfortunately it's not happened. I'm going to pick Delict here because he's just the best player, and the chemistry we weren't going to be helped for the chemistry there. Interesting. Stefan, I didn't realise he'd gone out on loan. Do we pick Montipo here and just sort of guarantee ourselves? No, I guess we go with Vicario. I think we just guarantee ourselves a goalkeeper with Chem. I wonder if we can get some buy-in defenders to help us with our Delict. Lazaro, again, but he's a right wing back. That was a mistake we made earlier, so let's try and avoid making that same mistake again. Let's go with Schmitz. It's not perfect, but it is a Bundesliga. I don't think we're going to get great chem on this one. That said, it is still early days, so That's not bad. And that just gets full cam straight away. Let's just do that. It would have helped Alan, of course, but I think there's a chance that we can replace Alan. I mean, we do have Lazari would be a fairly big upgrade on our right back. I'd love to take some Maximan here, but of course you can't start him, and I think I'm mostly worried about picking a starting player. We could go with Anguissa and replace Alan. I think that's what we're going to do. Do we take him just in case we can't link? Just in case we can't link Delict. The thing is, I think a boosted Chardonnay is still not as good as just a bulk standard Delict. So I think I'm gonna. I don't know. There isn't really a better option. We could take Kent as a super sub, I suppose, but let's take Chardonnay just in case. Matt Cash actually in the last draft was really good. I was really impressed. Aaron Greaves, again, he just doesn't. I just don't want to play with a CDM with 46 pace. Pau Lopez can't start. Just take him. Nothing really helped. And there's Salah, who I feel like we have to take as a super sub. Probably to bring on for Dembele. Interesting. There's Neymar. Nothing here would start either. No one on this would start, so I think we take Neymar. I kind of do want to take Lundberg because of how many hero cards we already have. But I think I'm going to take Neymar. So we have some nice super subs. But we really do need to somehow improve on the pitch. And we have two players without chemistry currently. And of course, the way the game is now, the players still start with their basic stats, so they don't get negative stats for having bad chemistry. But the boosts are, especially the lower level players, the boosts are huge. And you really do want those boosts if you can somehow wangle it. Let's take Richarlison here. Doesn't change anything, but then nothing here changes anything. Nunes, I guess we could take him. Again, nothing here. No one can start anywhere. Do we take Inaki Williams over Nunes? I mean, Inaki Williams has that 5 extra pace, but Nunes is just better absolutely everywhere else. I'm going to take Nunes. Probably a better impact sub than Inaki Williams. Phillips doesn't really help anything at all. Stindl, possibly, but I mean, we could start him over Dempsey and bring Dempsey on. Because he would help Delict and our right back. But other than that, it just doesn't. We'll take it. What does it do if it goes there? It does give us 2 more chem. Nobody here can start or do anything, so just take McKennie. McKennie looks like a real baller, by the way, for this game, as a cheap, a cheap player. Nothing good. Gued doesn't look like a bad player either, to be honest. It really wants us to take Max. I'm going to take to Ambrosia, I think. Because I could probably just do this, and then do this. And be in a decent position, I think. It's just Dubravka there. Let's... This isn't a very high-rated draft, I have to admit. These things happen. I think this is our lowest draft of the of FIFA 23, but you know what? It's fine. There we go. So the bench does actually still affect your rating. So that's just something I hadn't noticed until now. It's not a bad draft, but it's not a good one either, unfortunately. If we could have somehow worked De Ligt in, I think it would have turned out to be quite a good draft, but I mean, the players that we could actually start a fairly decent team if we include the subs. For example, if I bring Neymar on for Dembele, and I don't know who I'd bring Salah on for then, to be honest, maybe Dempsey. I think I'll start either Salah or Neymar over Dembele, and then I'll bring the other one on for whoever tires first out of pretty much any of the front four. And then Nunez can also cover, because of course you now get 5 subs instead of instead of 3. Let's grab a manager. I'm not sure that anything here can help. No, in fact I'm certain nothing here can help. So we'll take the La Liga Italian manager, Gattuso, and there you have it. There's another draft. So we opened some packs. We didn't get really any luck in the packs, unfortunately, but we did draft, and that was always fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was just a quick one, and until next time, stay cozy.